Hey, in today's episode I'm going to do a product review on this EM3390 weather station. It has 3 sensors on it. Yep, stay tuned. We'll talk about it. Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I wanted to do a product review. A company sent this device to me to do a review for them on, and so I'm going to do it. And this device is similar to the one I did before, but that one only had 1 sensor, and this has 3 sensors, which is perfect. So let's do an unboxing, see what's in here, and then we'll go through the details and set up the sensors. Okay, you've got 1 sensor, you got a power plug, you've got another sensor, and you have yet another sensor, and then you have the unit. And then you have the owner's manual. Now each unit requires 2 AA batteries each, so let's get those installed. On the back of the unit, you have a battery compartment. And it lights up. Let's peel the protective film off. And then these cases, you have selector switches right back here so you can select your channel. We'll have 1 for channel 1, 1 for channel 2, and 1 for channel 3. So they each take 2 AA batteries. And then you hit the transmission button, and there's a top button here to select wherever country you're in. We do Fahrenheit here, so you can select Fahrenheit versus Celsius. So this is already set for Fahrenheit. You can see it on the little thermometer there. This is set up for unit 3. Push transmit. And this one is set up for unit 2, sensor number 2, or channel number 2. Now we'll plug the power cord in right here. It's got 2 ports on the side, one for USB, where you can actually charge any USB charging things like a cell phone or something. You plug that into that port, and then plug it into an AC outlet. And now the unit brightly shines. Now you got your 3 sensors, 73, 74, 74 degrees. So they're transmitting right now. Let's put these aside for right now, and we'll go ahead and go through and set the city, the date, and the time. So it looks like by default it's set for Washington, D.C. We're going to set it for Portland, Oregon. And these buttons on the side, this bottom button selects for your city. So push that. And you got your arrow buttons right here, and you go down to select your city. And we're going to select till we hit Portland. There we go. Now we're on Portland. Touch city again. This top button sets your brightness. I want it as bright as I can get it. This next button sets the alarms. I really don't want to set any alarms on this. This button right here, it selects, push 1, it selects your sensor 1, push again, sensor 2, push again, sensor 3, and this sets the alarms on those sensors. Now that we got the city set, this sets for the sunrise time and the sunset time for your city that's in your region. This shows your moon, full moon, partial moon, whatever, your moon cycle. And this shows your tides. Right now we're at a medium tide. In this screen it shows your humidity, your indoor temperature and your indoor humidity. And it also shows your mold risk and your comfort zone. Right now it shows dry. This unit is transmits with the atomic clock. So once it links up with the atomic clock, it'll show the correct hours and the correct date. You can also manually set that if you wish. On the top of the unit you have a touch buttons. This is touch sensitive. So you have what it looks like a light and a ZZ. That is the snooze button for when you set your alarms on the unit. On the side, you have a selection of buttons right here. This button adjusts the brightness of your screen, your LCD screen. And you press the same button, hold it down for 2 seconds, and it'll go into the mode where you can scroll through the menus and select the different features. For instance, you have the language features. You can select the French, Spanish, or English. And then you can also select your time zone. You scroll through it to select the to set the date, the time, whether you want a 12-hour or a 24-hour time set, or you can also set the year, the month, and the date. You do that by once you select this and you scroll through the whatever you want to change, you use your arrow buttons to navigate through the different menus that you want to select. This button selects your alarms to set your alarms. This button selects your channels, channel 1, channel 2, or channel 3. Currently I have my sensors in my freezer. So sensor number 1, I'm placing right here in my freezer, because I want to monitor my freezer. And I can do that right from my desk, because if my freezer should fail, I have time to see that my food is getting thawed. I can run out here and take advantage of the advanced notice to save my food. Freezing temperatures should be 0 degrees to no higher than 32 degrees, but 0 degrees is the optimal temperature for a freezer. So sensor number 1 is sensing the freezer and monitoring my freezer. Number 2, well, we'll just place number 2 right here on my pantry shelf. Pantries should be kept, if you're storing dry goods or even canned goods, your pantry should be maintained between 60 or 50 and 70 degrees. No higher, no lower. You don't want your pantry to freeze. So this is another optimal use for this multiple sensor weather station. Just put them inside. Now the third sensor, we're just going to place it right here in the greenhouse. So you notice the theme here. With this particular unit and all 3 sensors, I'm protecting my food. And I'll just park it right down here, kind of halfway up, so I can get a good idea on what the median temperature is in the greenhouse. Not too low and not too high. So that's what I'm using the 3 sensors for. You guys can use the sensors any way you want. Use them in different outside, inside temperatures, but I choose the 3, the freezer to monitor my food, 2, my pantry, and number 3, the greenhouse. That way I can come out here and put the heater on if it gets too cold, or open the windows if it gets too hot so the plants can be comfortable. Yep. This screen shows you your weather forecast. We've got periodic clouds with sunshine. And this shows you your barometric pressure. This, of course, shows you your city. It shows your moon phase, and it also shows you the phase of the tide. Right now it's red and it shows high tide. Down here it shows you the sunrise time for Portland, Oregon, and the sunset time for Portland, Oregon. And of course it shows you your real time right here, shows you your date and the day. In here it shows you your inside temperature, your mold risk, and your comfort level. Right now my comfort level is mediocre, it's dry. And then it shows you the level of humidity we have in the room right now. So that's it on the review. I like it. I've got the 3 sensors that I can sense all 3 of my important food storage locations. The freezer, the pantry, and the greenhouse. Of course, you guys can select any 3 locations for yours. It's up to you. Again, this is the EM3390. Indoor-outdoor weather station by UZOLI. Yeah, I'll leave some links down below, and there'll be a product code. You can save some money on purchasing this. I'm Jerry Hansen, your host. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I upload them. Give us a thumbs up. Click that share button. Sharing my videos on your social media platforms helps us out. Remember, be safe. Always be kind. We'll see you guys in my next product review. I've got another one coming in. I've got companies sending me stuff that would like me to trial them, so I'm doing it. And then some of them I give away, so stay tuned for those contests. I'm having a contest right now on my show. I'm giving away, well, click on that video. I'll leave a link down below on clicking on the video. It has to do with Discovery Channel's Homestead Rescue. Yep. Click on that. We'll see you guys in the next adventure. Bye-bye now.